One of the finest restaurants in the Wilmington area is Constantinou's House of Beef, which is known not only for its beef dishes, but also for its seafood dishes. And I'm very proud to have with me today the owner of Constantinou's House of Beef, George Constantinou. George, how are you?
Fine, Bob. How are you?
Okay, George, for those who don't know, where's Constantinou's located?
1616 Delaware Avenue in Wilmington, Delaware.
Across from the Trolley Square, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And what are your hours and days that you're open, George?
We're open 7 days a week. We open for lunch from 11:30 till about 4:15. Then supper goes on, and we take reservations down to 11:15 and serve on till about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Now, you also have a very nice night spot next door for those who finish dining and might want to have some entertainment afterwards, right?
Absolutely. Not only George's next door, but we also have in our main dining room there a piano bar where people gather and have a great time Tuesday through Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Now, George's next door features a DJ, is that correct?
That's right. So we have a DJ over there, and dancing there is 6 nights a week. Monday is the quiet night, which is people just relax, and we have other activities in there for people to enjoy themselves.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you take us on a short tour of Constantinou's House of Beef now?
Be delighted.
And on the outside, what is this view that we would see?
Well, that's the front entrance that we've just created. It's a beautiful entrance in brick. It greets the guests as they come in the door. And from there, you go in to see my daughter, who is the manager of George's next door and who is really responsible for its success. Then after that, we have our cocktail lounge in Constantinou. Some wonderful antiques in there. We have chandeliers that are 100 years old. We have mantels that are 120 years old out of Boston. From there, we go into the main dining rooms. We have some beautiful mirrors. We just purchased just recently, 150 years old. One of them is 12 feet high. The other is 8 feet high. They're matching mates. Of course, I'm cooking a charcoal broiler. Many nights I participate in the cookery.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, the evening would not be complete without a tour of George's next door.
Well, that's one of the reasons that people come to Constantinou so often is because from there they can migrate into George's and relax and dance and have a good time, or just stay in the cocktail lounge with us at the piano bar and enjoy themselves there, just depending on what kind of music you like, what activity you like.
Mm-hmm. Now, you also have some weekday specials, is that correct?
We have some features. Monday, we have the prime rib, and also we have the seafood Fisherman's Wharf. On Tuesdays, we have the sirloin steak, and we have the crab imperial. On Wednesdays, we have filet mignon, and we have the scampi. On Thursdays, we have a beautiful raw bar that goes with the dinner compliments of us, and we do that on Sundays as well. And on Friday, we have the crab legs.
Mm-hmm. You seem to know that pretty well, George.
Yeah, well, I've worked on it long enough.
George, you're going to show us and tell us a little bit about the prime rib of beef that Constantinou's is famous with, correct? What do we have here in front of us?
Well, right here we have a full rib. As we prepare it for the guest, we roast it. We mostly roast it on the medium rare side, and then, of course, people, if they want it more on the well-done side, we can prepare it for them. Here we have the first cut, which is really the best cut because not only is the outside, which is charred nicely, but also the inside, which can be rather rare. And one of the nice things, if you like, we can put it on the outside piece, we can put it on a charcoal broiler and give it a nice charred smoked flavoring, which many people like. Of course, you know our sirloin steaks, beautifully aged. We run the sirloins for up to 6 weeks in aging. This is the small size sirloin. This is the 14-ounce sirloin. Of course, if you want something bigger, we can cut the 20-ounce sirloin, which we have already listed on the menu. Over here, we have the fillets. This is the 10-ounce, what we call the queen fillet, and this is the 14-ounce chink fillet. Over here, we have the Chateaubriand. This will be about 25 ounces of all beef, nicely charcoal broiled again on the dining room floor. The important thing is that not only do we charcoal broil, but we also put the show on the floor so people can relax and enjoy themselves. So we've covered pretty well. Now we have some beautiful seafood dishes, if you want to talk about them.
Please.
Well, we can start with the mushrooms as an appetizer, stuffed mushrooms with beautiful crab meat. We use nothing but the finest in crab meat. We have the clams casino for our guests if they like. We have the oysters Rockefeller over here.
How are they prepared, George, or is that a secret?
No, heavens no. It's just you take nice fresh oysters, you shuck them, then you just put a little lemon juice on top to accentuate them. Prepare your spinach with a little chopped onion in there, and then put a little cheese on top of spinach, and you broil them off, and beautifully done. We have the stuffed oysters, the main entree. We have the crab legs, which are a big feature on Friday, naturally, and the stuffed shrimp with crab meat, which is a big seller all the time. Besides that, we have the lobster tails. We have plenty of good fish. In fact, we have more seafood on our menu than we do beef, and it's a big seller. I must be honest with you, to tell you the truth, that the American public has really switched into eating seafood, and we do sell a lot of it. We sell more than we do beef.
Mm-hmm. Now, you brought a few desserts. So what is this you brought along tonight?
Yes, we have baklava, which of course is the Greek dessert that everybody seems to like. Then we have the cheesecake, beautifully prepared. And I tell you honestly, we've had an awful lot of compliments from people who enjoy good cheesecake. Home baked. It's not something that you buy at a store and serve. We won't serve anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, George, Constantinu's House of Beef is one of my favorites. I enjoyed being there for our office Christmas party. You made us feel right at home.
Well, that's part of the fun of having a restaurant like that. You can be with the guests, you can be of service to them, and you feel a feeling of accomplishment and a feeling of fun, that you've really just offered something to the public, and your sincerity, which I think is one of the greatest things in a business like ours.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the reasons I really enjoy being in there.
Well, George, thanks for coming down to Focus, Delaware tonight to show us what an excellent restaurant you have at Constantinu's House of Beef.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure for coming down.
Mm-hmm. Would you recommend reservations?
It's suggested, yes. It's especially some of the busy nights like maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, where I recommend it.
Mm-hmm. Well, George has been kind enough to provide us with a gift certificate for dinner for two. And all you have to do is answer this question. What Focus, Delaware sponsor specializes in Chinese cuisine? Now, if you know the answer, call 652-4424. And if you're the fifth caller with the correct answer, you're going to win a gift certificate for dinner for two to Constantinu's House of Beef, compliments of George Constantinou. If you're the sixth caller, you're going to win a pair of tickets to Delaware Theater Company's present production, Gemini, also featured on tonight's show. Remember our special rule, if you've won one in the last 8 weeks, please don't call. We'd like to give everyone a fair chance to win. So good luck. Start dialing your phones.